If you've been looking for braid inspo, you have come to the right place. Today, I am creating a Fulani French curl style with human hair in a highly requested medium brown color. Some of you know how hard it is to find the right shade of chocolate brown, so let's get into it. Today's video is brought to us by Ywigs.com. For the human hair boho, we're going to be using their feather crochet body wave in 20 inches. Now up close in the light, it looks like an ashy brown. But when I pause this clip, you see those bundles in the back? They look darker like a true color 4 because they are not in the light. The bundle I am holding shows all the highlights, which tones this to a much more medium ash brown, kind of closer to a 6 or an 8. So when I went looking for braiding hair in the stores, you may notice that 6s and 8s don't come available as often as they used to. I have yet to see a 6 or an 8 in pre-stretched form. Normally, if I do find it, it's in the old school 99-cent pack hair. So since I wasn't able to find a perfect match that was already packaged up for me, I went with a blend of a 427 and a 30. That was the closest I could get to matching this particular color. Now let's get into the actual style. I went ahead and did the back base off camera because I like to use my AirPlay to see the back of my head. And for this style, I really wanted the layered French curl look. So for the back, I'm gonna make sure that I install it in tiers. So I went ahead and separated the bottom, middle, and the top out. And the bottom, I started out a little bit lower, so I inserted the pieces lower. And then when I move to the second row, I'm going to bring them up a little bit higher. I'm basically gonna stop the braid kind of where the last one started, if that makes sense. I can get away with this because my hair is still relatively short. If my hair was longer, I would not be able to stop the braids where I'm stopping them at now. I would have to go at least an inch past my natural hair length. If you're following along, this is where I show you how to complete the ends. I'm basically going to insert 3 of the crochet pieces on the ends. Here you see me adding in one piece at a time and kind of separating them out. But once I got a little bit closer to the top, I started adding 2 pieces at a time to make sure that I had enough volume. If you are not good with the feed-in method, you can skip this and you can just go back and you can crochet the pieces on the ends. However, in order for you to actually brush through this, you're gonna have to use my method. When I get to the very end, I should have at least one piece of the feather crochet hanging out, and I should have majority of the braiding hair extending past that point. This is important. Here you see me inserting that last piece in there, and I folded it down so that we have 2 full pieces at the ends. Now the key to this method is to continue braiding at least an inch past where the thread stops on the hair. When I get to my stopping point, I'm going to separate the boho hair from the synthetic braiding hair, and then I'm going to pinch it so that it doesn't unravel or move. Next, I'm going to grab my heated braid sealer. This is basically a fancy flat iron. It goes up above 450 degrees so that it has a nice hot melt point. And the idea is that you're going to melt the synthetic braiding hair and sandwich it in between all of the strands. When it falls off, you're just going to rub it in your hands and mold it together. This method does not burn the human hair. It only burns the synthetic braiding hair. That's why it only works with synthetic braiding hair. I've been getting a million questions about this tool specifically, but I have not had time to make a dedicated video about it. So trust me, it is definitely on the schedule of videos that need to get completed because everybody keeps asking me what it is and how you use it. Essentially, it's really the tool that the girlies use for K-tips and keratin extensions. However, I found it because I used to have an old braid sealer from way back in the day. used it for years, and then one day the doggone thing just broke. So I defaulted to flat irons, but I had a very difficult time finding flat irons that would go above 450. And then when I did find them, the wear and tear that I would put on them, they would break in a matter of a couple of months. So we don't just seal braids for this type of style, we seal braids for all kinds of different things. So that tool in general is a game changer for everybody. So here's the back fully completed. This is approximately 2 of the bundles of hair. Now let's move on to the front. For the front, I did want to get a little bit more fancy than last time. However, there's only so much you can do with your own 2 hands on your head. So I don't have the skill to like do a lot of curved design. So I did do the individuals on the side for the tribal look. I kind of did like triangle parts, and then I went ahead and parted out my bang area. Then once I got the complicated stuff out the way, then I just did all of the rest of the braids going straight back. Now, I'm not going to tell you this is easy by any means. Even though I am a professional braider by trade, braiding your own hair can be a challenge. But I made sure I took my nails off and we got to work, baby. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I only used 1 pack of braiding hair. You do not have to put a lot of braiding hair in your head to get the right look. And of course, the only products I use are from the Braided Beauty collection. Just a tiny bit of the braid lock glaze goes a long way. You do not need to glob up your hair with gel in order to get your braids neat and sleek. And honestly, I can say from experience, the gel is more for my fingers than it is your hair. Not gonna lie. When my hands get to slipping and sliding, that's when I go for the gel. So I don't even use a lot on the roots per se. I use majority of it on the ends and the shafts of the hair. Braid gel is really just designed to do just that. And if you're using too much, that's when you see the white cast come up. It just simply means your hair has absorbed all the product that it can and it has nowhere else to go. A good way to neutralize that is with a setting foam like the Style and Set foam that you saw me use. Put that on top. That helps neutralize a lot of the wax that builds up in there, and it also sets all your flyaways down. To get more of the layered cut, I went in and chopped it like a wolf cut, and I feel like I should have made that bottom layer a little bit shorter, but it's all good. We gonna work through it. And for the last step, we're gonna go in and curl the hair. This is the Smooth Criminal from Beyond the Zone. Been using that for years. And when you curl the hair, you want to make sure that you do not curl the synthetic braids. That goes back to what we were talking about. The synthetic braids will burn if you put direct heat on them. And here you go, folks. I must say I am super proud of this final look. Like, I'm mad that I can't keep this as long as I want to, because you know I got videos to do. And of course, you know, with this Texas heat and all these hot flashes, the first thing I did was put it up in a bun. And round of applause for this color, you guys. I see videos all the time online about folks not being able to find the right color blends, and y'all know with human hair that can be very difficult without having to actually color treat the hair yourself. So don't walk, run, because I already know this color is going to sell out. As always, if you learned something new, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and share it with a friend. It helps the channel out so much. Special thanks to our friends over at Ywigs for sponsoring today's video. All the information you need about this hair will be listed in the description box below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out for more videos just like this each and every week. I appreciate every last one of y'all for stopping by today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!